Mic check, mic check.
Mic check.
Another episode of Main and Slim.
Oh, yeah.
We got a guest in the building, 420 Visuals. What's going on, brother?
Chilling.
Bruh, before we even get anything started, you used to play basketball, right?
I dabble. I wasn't that good because people gonna know me from back home. But I played a little bit.
Oh, he told the truth.
I
Somebody
was
told
alright. I never got cut.
Bruh, somebody told me you was pretty good, though.
I'm decent. I ain't want to overdo it, though. I ain't gonna overdo it, but I was okay.
Oh, okay. So you don't want to get on the camera acting like you was Michael Jordan.
I can hold my own against anybody, but
How long did you play?
Just all my life. I ain't never do nothing serious with it. That's why I don't want to dabble about it, because I ain't go to college. I dang sure didn't play for show in high school. I just played because the girls like the ballers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do no extra workout, so I can't really claim the life because I know guys really put time into that junk. So
You mentioned back home. So where you originally from?
I'm from North Carolina, Rocky Mount. Not mountain, just Rocky Mount. A lot of people mess that up. So
It's a common thing to mess up, like Rocky Mountains.
They all. I mean, everybody, even people, everybody. I never met nobody that's not from there that didn't say mountain. Like, it's just mount, which is weird. It should be mountain. That's kind of country to be mount, but I don't know.
It reminds me of like Thompson, how they get mad when you put the P in there or something like that.
True.
That's what I don't think about.
And I always say Thompson.
Shout out to Thompson, though. I got a lot of people that I work with out there. That's good people.
Where's Rocky Mount at? Where's that at?
It's like about 2 hours, hour and a half from Virginia, right at the top part, Carolina. So
Right
off 95. Okay. It's an exit. Right,
I know
off
exactly
95.
what you're talking about now.
Yeah. Most people know it going to Virginia. That's the only reason why they know it. So.
And how was it growing up out there?
Country as shit. Real country. Just country as shit, man. Country, bro. And small. So, like, Augusta is small to most people, but, yeah, you could drive through my whole town in about 5-10 minutes, one side to the other.
Damn.
So, it's like, yeah, it's small. But everybody kind of know everybody, which is bad and good. So, just country, bro. Country living, like stuff you see on the movies and TVs type stuff, for real. So.
Well, how'd you end up coming to Augusta?
The military. I had like I said, I didn't take school serious. So when it was time to wrap up school, I had nothing to do. I ain't had nothing. No plans, no outlooks, no goals. I was just stuck. So I was like, I gotta go. And a lot of my friends went in the military leaving high school or went to college. So I was like, I ain't going to college. So I chose the military, I guess.
Oh, so you chose it. Like, nobody came to you and was like, I know how the recruiters be. The recruiters be kind of tough.
I want to be strictly honest about it. I thought about it a lot, but I got into like a little trouble. So
there we go.
So
there we go.
This is the truth. I got in a little trouble back home. It wasn't. I didn't kill nobody or nothing, but I was talking to the recruiter already, so it was kind of like a situation was already going. But he ended up writing a letter for me. This was for the Navy. I didn't even go to the Navy, but he wrote a letter for me, and I ain't gonna say it was a deal where I had to go to the military, but it was definitely a lot of leniency on the trouble I got in.
Gotcha. You felt like you had.
I owed it. Yeah, I'm being just a man of my word type. So like, but I didn't even go to the Navy because that junk didn't work out. Thank God. So because of the 420, I couldn't make it. So let's be for real about it. Yeah, he tried to get me in. Shout out to my recruiter. I forgot his name, but he tried as hard as he worked. He spent money to try to get me in. I just could not get that test. I couldn't shake that civilian life like they call it. So couldn't shake
civilian life.
I couldn't, man.
My dad was the same way.
He had me drinking ginseng water. He gave me like a bottle. He'd check on me every 4 days. I could not pass that test. So he finally got me in a window where I was good, and that's how they kind of got me in. Okay. I didn't have to go in the Army, though. So I had like a little 4-day window. I made it, and I just got in. So,
bruh, I seen a TikTok video today, and it basically was a soldier who went around his whole job site and asked everybody, why did you join the military? Some people was like a Camaro. Some people was like that $20,000 bonus I ain't got yet.
We had bonuses. That's true. But I didn't know nothing about it till I was already knee deep in the shit already. I'm like, I get extra money too? I'm already, my name signed because I already signed to the Navy, but some reason I couldn't go. So he patched me over to the Army buddy he had. So I was already signed up. I already did the MEPS. I just had to switch branches.
This is the first person I ever talked to that like was supposed to go to one branch and went somewhere completely different.
Oh, it was the best blessing in life though, because the job I picked in the Navy was shit. I picked basically the janitor of the boat. Thank God I didn't go. So
hey, imagine that.
That's basically what I picked. I was the janitor of the boat. I'd have been doing all the odds in jobs. Anything that was needed to be done, that's kind of the job I picked, which is no specialty, no skill required. So I was like, man, I would have been Army Swiss knife. The Swiss knife for the Navy type.
So what was your job in the Army?
I was a generator mechanic. So
okay.
That was pretty dope. And because I ended up testing pretty high on the ASVAB. I didn't know, like, bro, I didn't study for the Army. A lot of that stuff is blessings. I used to call it luck, but I don't believe in that no more. A lot of that stuff was blessings, so I test high. I could have did any job I wanted. I just don't like being in offices. So
Right.
I was like, man, a generator. And I'm from North Carolina. We have a lot of storms. So I thought a generator was like a little Honda thing, you know, outside of a store when the power go. I was like, I can fix that all day. Nah, they changed my mind when I went to the training. I was like, oh, no, these generators, size of this building. I was like, oh, I'm fucked up. I was already knee-deep in again, so that was a mission. It was another mission I had to roll.
Am I at least going to get my Camaro after this?
We ain't had Camaros won't pop when I went in like that. I went in.
What year was it?
I went in 04.
Oh,
05.
yeah,
so
yeah,
we ain't, you know what I mean? I went in just off a humbug. I ain't no Camaros popping.
So you wanted an Impala?
Bro, I wasn't even thinking about no car for real. Like, I wanted a box Chevy on 26s, bro. That's it. I was gonna risk my life. I was gonna go to Iraq. I was gonna almost die to get that box Chevy. And then I kind of like, I wisened up over the time. Like, nah. But Chargers did pop out.
Oh, yeah.
During my first deployment, people was buying them in Iraq. I was like, that's stupid. I'm buying no car I can't drive. So I didn't get a Charger. I never was a Dodge person. So.
I know, and I do. I want to get into some other stuff too. But you said you don't believe in luck no more. Why is that?
Nah. Luck. It's kind of like stuff kids believe in. Once you get older and start understanding about just energies and karma, just stuff you put out, it can't be no such thing as luck. It's like blessings, man, and it's like timing, and it's like what you put out. You know, you put enough good out, it comes back. Just like bad gonna come back. So it's just like it's no such thing as luck and blessings. That's a lot of blessings.
That's a man that's driven.
Yeah,
because people that's driven don't believe in luck. They only believe in hard work.
Ain't no luck. Yeah, it's what you put in. Because if you think about luck, you running a short race, bro. You running a short one, bro. Ain't no luck. Because ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. So if you believe in luck, you expect somebody to give you something someday. Nah, that ain't gonna never happen, bro.
What's your thoughts? And I know this is off the top, nothing slim, but what's your thoughts on Because you said hard work and driven. What's your thoughts on procrastination? Do you feel like you struggle with that at all?
I am a procrastinator at heart, but my procrastination drives me in a sense. This might not never work for nobody else. That's why I don't really preach it. But I'm a person. I went to college too, so like I have an assignment, bro. Be 20 days. Anybody been to college? You can have all this time. I would wait 3 days until it's due and do it. You know what I mean?
Slim just said the same thing.
But I feel like those 3 days, because I got ADHD also, so I feel I can lock in those 3 days harder than I would have did in 20. I don't go to the bathroom. I don't drink water.
He said 3 days, and that's the exact same thing.
That's all I need. 3. Because I'm a bullshit the first day.
That's hard.
Yeah, I'm a bullshit the first day out of those 3. But then around that night, I'm like, I gotta tighten up, boy. Whoo. And then I probably stay up all day to say I won't eat. My wife will come check on me. I won't drink. I just be locked in.
You did the same thing, the exact same thing.
Yeah, I said the exact same thing. The only thing he missing is I said I'll get in front of the computer and for an hour I'll just scroll through Twitter. I won't do nothing. Man, I know. I make myself sit all 20 days. I would sit there, but literally. Day 3 at the end, that's when I really lock in. I'd probably be on Facebook, YouTube, looking up videos. I'm just a procrastinator, but this might not ever work for anybody else. This is something I've been doing all my life, which I should break, but I'm getting to the age now where it's like,
if it works for you, work for you.
I can model it better. That's it. Just make it better. Like now, I got a vision board and a calendar now, so I have to lock in. I'm like, okay, I can bullshit these 3 days, but I have to go now. So, and you set times to work, so you know. I still suck at it, though, for the most part, because I just have ADHD, bro, so it's like, man, my mind's a little wired just different all my life, so I don't know. I don't need to have as much time as other people need on something, I guess.
Right,
I don't know, bro. I just feel like my 10 hours can equal your 100, which is not knocking your 100. It just feel like I ain't breaking in those 10 hours. I ain't going to the bathroom. I ain't eating. Like, I might not even drink no water if it's possible, but I'm just there for 10 hours straight. So.
That's drive, though. That's drive.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Now I'm glad we got that question out of the way, but as far as how you got into videography, like tell me about everything leading up to that. Not that particular, but leading up into getting into videography.
Man, that's a crazy journey. So,
like, what some jobs you did, or what?
I never did nothing like that. No, I never touched the camera seriously until I started doing this series. My first deployment, I did film. My whole, like, you know, like a little underground video thing, but I lost the camera in the hard drive. But I had like dope footage.
I did that before.
Some stuff you could have made like a little movie off it now with the skills I got. But I lost the camera in the hard drive.
How you felt when you lost it?
I wasn't serious about it, so I didn't care. I just probably thought about it 2 days and like, Oh, well. So I didn't even trip on it. But it was like my first time filming stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it was always fun. I didn't know how to edit. I ain't know that. So I wouldn't even have did that with the footage probably. So you fast forward a little bit later, I was in the military. So pretty much people who was in the military know you kind of told what to do. No matter what your rank is. The more rank you get, the less you're told what to do. But you're still told what to do.
Gotcha.
And you never grow up. You're pretty much a child till you get a certain rank.
Same way with people in prison.
Yeah, and then you got to get a lot of rank to be a grown up in the military. We talking to like first sergeant. Everybody else is still a kid.
Sergeant major.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, I'm going to be a kid forever. So pretty much in the military, you don't get to do a lot of stuff you want to do in a sense. So I was in since I was basically adult, all my adulthood. So I was like, man, when I got out, I didn't know what I wanted to do, what I wanted to do. So I went to school, GI Bill, used that up just to chill for a while. But then I ended up getting serious about HVAC. We had to do a paper at the school I was going to about what, they told us to look up jobs and whatever. So I looked up stuff like, man, HVAC gets paid around here, boy. And I was like, I already knew how to do it because I did it in the military. I'm like, that'd be an easy transition. I like, I can do this. So I just went. I left the school I was going to after I got my general and went to Augusta Tech. And I knocked my HVAC thing out, got certified. I worked that for like 8 months at the most. And that shit sucked. Like, good
It's
money.
hot outside.
That wasn't even the thing, man. It was the fact that I was a child. Not a child again. It was like I wasn't free again. You know what I'm saying? My hours was unregulated. I could be there all day. It is hot, true enough, but it felt like, bro, I just did 9.5 years of this. I want to be free. You know what I'm saying? I literally told myself I want to be free. So then I went back to school while I was working, and I started feeling the temperature change. And I used to tell them, like, because I was the type of person, I did work. I asked the guy who was training me, I'm like, you been here 10 years. Why you ain't trying to get a business? Like, I used to ask him that, because you training me. You can do it yourself. He was just like, he never had an answer. So I was like, I'm going back to school, bro. Y'all, I ain't doing this for 10 years. So I went back.
I could be like you.
Yeah, I went back to school. I'm like, let me get a business degree. At least learn how to do business. Let me go back to school, get my business. So I felt the temperature change at work. Like, nobody was, like, really happy. But the guy that was training me, he was happy every day. Like, how school was going. He was like, he cared. So, boom, after some time, I just like, bumped this job. Went back to school full time, knocked out my business degree. And then the camera thing came in. My partner, he was picking up music. So I seen he was paying a lot of money for everything, flyers, clothes, branding stuff, internet stuff. He was about to start shooting videos. I was like, hey, my dog spent a lot of money on stuff. I'm like, I like the camera. I got a little Nikon sitting at the crib. Man, I'm like, how hard can it be?
Oh, that was your first camera, the Nikon?
My wife had a 3400 she was taking pictures on, which is actually a dope camera. But so we took a trip to Denver, bro. It was like 420. So I told my dude, I'm like, we're going to shoot a video. First time I touched that camera ever other than taking pictures. I'm like, we're going to shoot a video. I think the Who Run It challenge was out. I'm like, bro, I can shoot a Who Run It challenge. How hard can it be? I know the song. Like, you just sit on the corner. We just shoot. That shit was whack, but we shot it. And I shot a little vlog while we was there, like a little documentary, which the documentary was 10 times better than the vlog. So I'm like, better than the video. I'm like, all right, so I'm all right in some things. I suck in some things. So, yeah, so after that, I was like, dog, I think I'm going to do this for real. So, shout out to my dog, Moolah, man, because a lot of people don't get this break. Like, they don't, like, it's blessings. Like, so a lot of people not blessed to have an artist that's pursuing music and it's serious, not just in a garage humming, like, who really wants to make music. So, I just happened to be in a position where that was my partner, so we got to work together. I got to build my visuals, and he got to build his music, so I had a lot of opportunity to shoot stuff. Like, I can hit him up, like, bro, let's go shoot something. All right. And then he invested with me. Like, we went half on a lens together, like an $800 lens. I'm like, dang, he believed in me, bro. Like, I don't even think I need this lens, but he was like, I give you half on it. That was crazy. So,
how you feeling, Slim?
Oh, I love this.
So boom, we caught the lens. We'll get to that question later. Ask me about equipment later, please. But so I caught that lens. We kept shooting.
I feel just like you.
We kept shooting. Yeah, I was progressing, and then I was like, So my other friend, he ended up, my friend Justin, he worked with a guy that did music, and this was my first paid gig. And the guy he worked with always used to play the song at work. The song was dope. Doing that 88 to done. So he like, bro, my partner shoot music. You should shoot video. You should work with him. I really won't really. I was just shooting my dog. So he ended up just speaking up for me, believing in me too. So that was my first paid gig. I didn't really get paid then, but it was somebody paying me money to do something, which is a blessing. Yeah. So, but low key, the video was hard as hell. People told me this because I'm a pressure person. The more pressure, the better I work. So I love pressure. So I was nervous as hell. First video getting paid for. And it ended up coming out dope, and a lot of people seen it. So I was able to like use that as a bargaining tool, which I didn't have that much to bargain with, which I understood very quickly what I had to get on the ground and do. So, but it got me in the door. That was my first paid one. So that's the little journey. My partner was doing music. I wanted to save him some money because I believed in what he was doing, and I wanted to do it too. I wanted to be free. I like, man, and I studied the Augusta market. I was like,
that's dope.
I was like, man, from the research I did, I don't want to leave nobody out, but I probably caught about 5 to 6 people that was dope shooting videos. We can get the names later, but I was like, man, it's 5 to 6. It's a lot of people in this month. And then I started looking at who was making music. I was like, man, it's 5 to 6 really dope people shooting videos. I could slide in here, man. Maybe in a year. I just got to work really hard. You know what I mean? I can get in a year, man, because I believed in what I was doing. So, and it kind of worked out that way because, like I said, I invested. Well, I invested stupidly, but I invested. You know, I just kept me buying stuff and promoting, just showing people that I can do stuff. So it ended up working out. It's still a grind, man. I ain't made it nowhere yet, really, still in my opinion. But my style and skill is progressing, though. So that's what I'm working on. So,
were you concerned, like, as far as the 5 to 6 people you thought were really good, that you wouldn't be able to get in there at all? Like, because, like, I know prices, everything vary when it comes to that. I'm not into that world. I know y'all two kind of in it.
That was crucial.
Like, how does that work?
So I'm a studier. I'm like a kinesthetic learner, so I don't necessarily got to be in a classroom to learn. Give me enough information, I'm going to find it. So the internet is the beautiful tool. So I just got to studying for like 3 months. I watched everything these creators was doing. I watched what they was putting on. And like I said, these guys was dope, man. Like all of them, I'm like, shit. But I was like, I can be good too. That's why I used to make posts saying I can be good too. I knew what I had to do. I wasn't saying the steps, but I was like, I can be good too. But I'm also a believer in this. A lot of people don't believe in this. It's no time limit to when you gonna, progress.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it might take you 20, might take you 10, might take you 15. I'm a believer in like, I'm gonna cut these gaps. I'm not gonna shortcut the game, but I'm gonna cut some gaps. And that's why I believe in investment. I thought investment was gonna do, but that progressed. That regressed me a lot. Boy, I was like, I should have just kept it simple. But I thought cutting the gap was paying for stuff. Like I could buy this equipment. I'm gonna jump this gap.
Yo,
that
this you right, because everything you talking about right now, we just had like a conversation prior to that. We were talking about that, like, you can go simple and kind of, because people think you got to spend a lot of money, because that's what you see. You just see like, they got this land, they got that. I need to spend that, I need to spend that.
False belief.
But you got to go with what your talent is, and your talent could just go with something simple.
So I played basketball, like we asked earlier. So I was using the mentality of like, when I used to go to a court, and nobody knew me. You had to look like a basketball player. Jordan shorts, tank top. You just had to look like a baller. So you could be doo-doo once you get picked, but you had to look like a baller. So that's the mentality I took in the beginning of being a videographer, cameraman, whatever you want to call it. I need to look the part. I need to have the gear. I need to say the lingo. I need to be in the places. I need to have the, stuff like that. But then I realized, like, everybody's different.
Right.
So once I got off that, because everything is a transition, once I got off that thought process, I started building my brand, like he was saying. But I was really taking it like that. I had to look this way for people to pay me. So I was just like, I need to look like a videographer, whatever that look is, which it's not a look. I know all of us have dreads though for some reason. I don't know why, but it's a certain look.
Dreads or glasses? You got.
I don't know. So maybe I already had the look
it's
already.
The glasses. That's what I told
It's
Shane.
definitely the glasses.
So maybe
that's real.
So maybe that's what slid me in was the glasses.
I ain't booking nobody that ain't got no glasses. I'm telling you right now. I ain't booking nobody that ain't got no glasses.
Yeah. I just can't.
Throw some on somehow.
Bro, we got to go back to gear though. So what was the first gear you got? Because I know sometimes gear is a waste of money.
The first camera I got, Marketplace. A guy was selling a Panasonic G7. That's the first camera I bought. Good price. So I talked him down, of course, being a bargainer. You know what I'm saying? But he ended up selling it because he didn't want to use it no more. So bought that camera, which at the time I didn't realize that I should have stayed where I was at for a while to sharpen my skills up. So I got that camera. I was shooting decent with that camera. I shot a lot of my dog stuff. And I just was like, trying to be competitive, looking at other creators, like, why am I not realizing there's other stuff to it other than the camera? So I'm like, man. And I say his name. It was like mainly the fun. Not necessarily I was trying to be like him. I was trying to mimic the business of it, not just the fun, the whole FFA guy. I was trying to mimic the business. I never wanted to be the style. I was like, I want to shoot at a rapid pace like this. I want to shoot 5, 10 a day. Not no more, though. Definitely don't want to do that no more. But then, because I didn't know about business models and business and stuff, so I was like, I want to do it that way. But once you realize models of business and that doesn't work for 420. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, at that time I was like, yes, I gotta get this look similar to this to get these people. But that was tripping. So I realized I found out kind of what camera he was shooting with. So I was like, I need to get the one better than he got. So that was my first. Minus the lens. The lens was a good buy. The one me and my friends went on. That was dope. I still have that lens to this day. It's a Sigma 1835. Greatest purchase ever. I just keep buying different adapters. I just keep buying different
That's my
adapters.
next lens.
Yeah, I just keep buying different adapters every camera I get. I'm not getting rid of that lens. So that was a great buy. And I learned that on YouTube. Glass is the best purchase. It lasts the longest. So.
And that lens right there, they call the Holy Grail.
I wish I'd have got a different mount, but that's a different story. But it works. It works. It just messed up now when I use it. I bought a GH5 because I used to watch YC Imaging all the time.
Shout out to YC Imaging and Creative
he
Ryan.
He taught me how to get started, everything.
Creative Ryan dope too. People sleep on him.
I ain't like his arrogance. I like the humbleness of YC. Even though he's a GOAT, he just humble.
Creative Ryan,
he gonna tell you which.
He just sensitive.
I think you're supposed to be like, now that I'm farther along, I'm like, I respect Creative Ryan, but when I was learning, I didn't want nobody so brash teaching me. I wanted somebody soft teaching me because I was fragile. Like it was like teaching me. Ryan is on some popping my shit type shit. I'm like, bro, I'm shy.
Maybe that's why I like Creative Ryan more than YC Imaging.
Yeah. That's why I don't even watch YC no more though. On God, I haven't watched. Not knocking them. I just feel like I'm on a different journey now, so I haven't watched a documentary in a long time. Anything from him in a while. I kind of just been on different thing right now.
So at this point, how long, like say since starting today, how long have you been shooting videos?
It's probably like getting closer to 4 years now. Since I touched the camera, 4 years since I started. Yeah, but I had to teach myself everything. That's why I used to get so hard on myself because I wasn't just shooting videos. I was learning about timeline structure. I was learning about how to work Premiere Pro. So I go out and shoot a video. I get home. I don't even know how to edit it.
Got you.
So I gotta go on
That's the hardest part.
I gotta go on YouTube for 10 hours. How do I do this? I done shot the footage, but then you got to get back to how to operate a camera. I'm like, God, man, killing myself here.
And I'm gonna ask later on because I want to kind of touch on that a little bit more. But like, you talking about all the training y'all doing, like as far as trying to get everything right for the video, not even the editing part down pat, and then you talk about pricing, which I want to get into the second half. So when we start the camera on, I'm gonna get into that though. But people like look at y'all when y'all give them this price, like, and that's kind of steep. Be like, nigga, do you know what I gotta do?
Yeah.
Do you know what I've had to do?
Hours involved in that editing.
Yeah.
You know, especially now that y'all kind of established. You know what I'm saying? When you first starting, you work with some stuff. You like, all right,
I was taking
cool.
whatever. I was doing 2-for-1s. I was doing $50 videos. I was just trying to get my name out there because, like, going back to sports, I was like, if you just roll the ball in the court and let me play.
Right.
I feel like I can get a couple rebounds against anybody. So I was like, just roll the ball. Let me in the gym and roll the ball out. I feel like I can do something amongst all those guys I was saying earlier. Just roll the ball out.
So that was like strike two. So he already brought it up. Now he said LaFont a little while ago.
Oh yeah, I was.
But not just LaFont. A lot of people just say him. I'm talking about the whole team over there. All those guys.
Oh,
I never even met LaFont personally. One time at a shoot. I never even talked. I talked to Ben and all those. I never even really talked to LaFont. People just used to.
He doesn't talk anyway.
People would just throw his name because he's the face you see the most.
Yeah.
But I gotta get.
It's a brand behind it.
Yeah, it's everybody.
But see, I was gonna ask you as far as the LaFont thing goes. So they do the $150 a video special. You said you were shooting videos for $50 because you was basically trying to like compete with them.
I was trying to cut the knees out of them.
Yeah,
I really was going at like business. I was going at like business. I'm gonna be real. I was trying to cut the knees off everybody. So I was like, you charging this? I'm just gonna go at your knees because it's like it's business. Like we can be creative, first, second, third. I order you want to put it, but it's still business. You gotta pay bills with this stuff. You gotta buy equipment. So I was like, I gotta cut these guys' knees off, which is not good. Not good. That was terrible. That was a terrible business thing for me to do, but it got me in, and I quickly went away from that because I was like, that's not how I want to do my business. I'm like, keep cutting knees. I'm like, that's stupid because we all making custom shirts over here. So if a guy go get a shirt from here, that's his price for his shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It takes me this long to make my shirt, so we shouldn't have the same price for our shirts. You know what I mean? Or I have this much knowledge in my head of where to get the fabric from, so my shirt should be a different price. So I started looking at it like, damn, like, I don't want to compete with pricing no more.
I gotta ask this question, like, for all the pricing and competing wise, did you ever feel like, well, since they got a team of them over there.
Yeah, that's the business side.
Did you feel like at that point, like, damn, now I ain't gonna win
it's
that
a model.
war?
It's a model. So I'm like, when I sat back, like I said, I got a light business degree, just a little associate. Nothing serious. I didn't go to no business. I just understand.
A degree is a degree.
Oh yeah, for sure. I earned that, man.
real.
I went to class every day and got it. I paid for it too. The thing I learned is models. That's what works for them. Even though Hardee's, McDonald's, they both sell the same thing. They have when it comes down to it, they do something different, and it's like they have board meetings to talk about what's different, and how to make it better. So when I really sat down and thought about it, I'm like, that's their model. It's dope. I shouldn't even try to follow that because at the end of the day, I'm a sole entity. I'm by myself. I shoot, edit, I set up lighting. I come up with ideas. Other than when I get with my team, that's before I even had those guys with me. Now that's around me. That's when I was solely just 420. I might got my friends that would help me, but they wasn't really in the video world at the time. But them being my friends, they're now in the world now, so that's dope because they're like real friends for doing that, like going along the journey too. But I had to, I was going at that battle by myself, so I was like, but then you understand your market. So that's another part of business. So I'm like, okay, the market. At the time, the market was only believing that this much was worth for a good video. And I was like, nah, you got to start changing mindsets a little bit. Not necessarily, you just got to do it by the way you conduct your way you do your stuff. So this is the way I do my stuff. Just start changing mindsets. And now, ultimately, 3 years later, I think the general price of visuals is going up in the area, just in general. And we used to make posts about it. I think the production that's coming out of some of the videos are getting way better too because us creators, hey man, I'm gonna be real. You pay us, we gonna work harder, man. It's just a fact because nobody likes to be underpaid, undervalued.
Do you think? Go ahead.
What's a good price for a video?
I can't call it because I try to follow a budget system, which is hard to implement because people are not used to that word and used to the system. But for a good visual, man, it's hard to call because what's needed for the visual? We might need cars, we might need girls, we might need a location. See, a lot of people not even processing that thought process to go that far with visuals. So when you tell them a price or you ask them their budget for the visual, that's something they never had to think about too much. So it's just
that's a business question for sure. Well, what's your budget for the video?
Yeah, so if you got $500 and you want girls' house in the mansion, we're not gonna do none of that. We can probably get a car. You know what I mean? Maybe if I can work out something with somebody, but still, I want people to realize that us videographers and us creators, we don't necessarily take all that money home for a visual.
And that's what artists be thinking.
I never take all the money home because even if you think about gas to get there, that's already a loss. I got to pay somebody to help me. I got to get my photographer to come take photos. I'm paying him, so that's a loss. Then we need props for the video if needed. That's something I got to invest in. So it's like we don't necessarily take. We hardly ever take home all the money.
Book the studio.
See, I haven't even got to that because it's hard to convince people that's what we're trying to push. It's a mindset thing.
Oh, that's what I've been on lately.
Yeah, I'm pushing it. I'm recommending it to all my artists is now booking me like, yo, studio, it's going to look better. Season is changing. We don't want to, and I'm trying to start building sets and designs with my team and stuff. We trying to do all that stuff. So just pushing what
Talk about your team a little bit. Who's on your team right now?
Well, I mean, team is a word that just incorporate everybody, but it's just I got a photographer, Shot by Nino. I work closely with Artez, Ontario Productions. I've been linked with him when I
Shot
first started.
by Nino, that's who shoots True Cash a lot.
Nah, that's I forgot his name. Christian. That's Christian.
Oh, okay.
10 something. I forgot his tag, but he's dope. I met him on a couple shoots before. And Ontario Productions.
No, Shot by Nino just shot Hen at that tattoo shop.
Yeah.
Okay,
My
bad.
Yeah.
My apologies.
He's really putting out a lot of work lately, so yeah. I mean, I don't know if a lot of people seen his work, which they should have, because he's at a lot of shoots for a lot of people, taking a lot of photos. It's kind of like a style he's pushing. He has a lot of different diverse styles, but that's what we're pushing for him right now. He pushes his own stuff on his own lane. But I'm trying to think. Just Artez, just Ontario Productions. But all these are companies too. We're not just people walking over cameras. We're all the companies.
So how'd y'all link together? Like, I know you doing 420 alone. Like, at what point do you be like? 'Cause I know me and him had the same issue. Like, we worked alone, separate for a while. We still work alone, but it just made sense to link together. And now I'm not gonna lie, we made a lot of money together.
You will. I'm telling you will. And it's not necessarily gonna happen fast neither. If you believe in the long route, you might start making something fast. True enough, but man, it's the longevity I'm looking for. But I'm a type of person from sports. I reach out to people. Like, I'm naturally an introvert, but if I want to get something done, I'm an only child too. I know I got to go get it done. So I reached out to a lot of those creators that I looked up to when I started. I reached out like, yo, let's have a meeting. I want to talk to you. So pretty much all the people I said that I looked up to in a sense, I met with those people. Within my
That's dope.
First 3 months of doing this, I was like, I want to meet all these people. I want to link, talk to them. Not necessarily steal what they're doing. I just want to talk to them, see if we can mesh in the future. Just because I feel like the internet is not. I'm old school. I'm a little older too. I believe that internet, you don't get a true reflection. Or,
You look pretty young though.
I'm older. I'm older though. I'm older than some people. I would be old considered to what these young people say now. But I figure you got to talk to people, see them in the face, talk to them, feel their vibe, and see if you can build something in the future with them, or if the door gonna stay open for something in the future. So I linked with all of them, and all of them was dope people, right? I had no problem with none of them. I actually got linked up and did work with most of them, but it was like something when I met Ontario, bro. I was like, yo, this dude works hard, and I was like, I thought I was working hard. I'm like, this motherfucker working hard. Like he's working harder than hard. I'm like, damn, I like this. And like I said, being a little older, I got a family and stuff. I can get complacent a lot and let the hustle slow down. But just being around him, watching how his drive, he kind of kept my motor running. Like I needed that because he's young, he's a younger dude. So I'm like, I needed that extra fuel sometimes. So we just kept working together. He'd do some stuff, I help him. I do something, I help. We just kept building a partnership. So then we got to the point where it was like, hey, bro, we pretty dope. So we need to start making real money. So we both start. So if we do something together, we'll just make a little more money off of it, and then we can be happier at the end of the day.
Right.
And we just keep building that kind of thing to the future. But like I said, we're all businesses, so we do contract stuff. So if I hit him up for something, I'm contracting him, sending him an invoice, and I'm paying him for these amount of hours. Same thing with Shot by Nino. I'm sending him an invoice, and vice versa. That's how we do with each other. Because like, I be like, that can mess a friendship up faster. Like not taking care of the business and then be friends second.
Right.
So we just try to keep that stuff and just building that way in the future. So when we start getting, because it's going to happen, we start getting $1,000, $10,000 videos or gigs like that, commercials and stuff like that, I got a team of people I can call and I know we squared away and it's just going to be money to be made. So
now that's dope. I ain't never thought like that with videographers. You know, I just thought everybody out for self, but it makes sense to do it that way.
It depends how strong your mind is. Because, like I said, I understand we all separate entities and separate companies. That man had a buzz by himself before I met him. That man had a buzz by himself. And they're going to continue to have buzzes by themselves without me. I didn't make them, and I'm not going to break them. But I figured together we can be like the fucking Power Rangers type shit. We can be better. But I feel like separately we're still going to be great because your destiny is your destiny. You're going to get to your path. But I'm just a believer in a team player, like a sports person. I'm like, man, if you come together, bro, we can cut some of those gaps. Like I told you, cut the gap sometimes. Not skipping steps, just cut the gap. Like, we ain't got to walk all the way around. We can take the shortcut and just come together with it. So, I think it worked, bro. I mean, we talk about it all the time. I think some of the stuff we implemented, we don't even talk about it, it's working. And
yeah, it just happened, right?
They just happen. We don't have to talk about it. It's just the thought process of stuff is starting to happen.
I know we talk a lot about you in the beginning. We do that on purpose to get listeners or anybody that's a fan of you kind of more of an idea of who you are. So more on the video aspect of it, and you might answer this question, we're just going to answer it again. Like, where does the name 420 Visuals come from?
Oh, shoot.
Stop stating the obvious. I know
that Denver trip, bro. Now, honestly, a lot of people think it's just about weed. It's actually like a mindset and a lifestyle thing. So going to Denver a lot. The first couple times I went to Denver, the first time I went to Denver, bro, a guy with no legs, I was in the mall. He had no legs, held the door for me. He had like a weed chair, had weed flowers on it, but he held the door for me. I'm like, yo, this dude has no legs. But he stopped what he was doing to hold the door for me. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. So like that trip, it's kind of like a pilgrimage, man. It changed my mindset because like people just think people just smoke weed to get high, man. I don't know. I think you can actually, if you're in the right mind state, in the right place, in the right conditions, you can also meditate off that shit, bro. Like you can think and process stuff. So that's kind of how I became 420, bro. I thought it, man. Like I want to be this. I know I got to do something to be this, but I want to be this. So I just thought about that shit hard enough over and over again. I kept telling myself that shit. 'Cause I'm an only child, so I used to tell myself a lot of stuff like, you got to do this. I know that works. I just kept telling myself, I'm like, they're going to believe it. And I feed off people not believing. That's like a fuel for me. Like,
that's a good one.
I don't even care. I
think the best creators do that.
I feel it, man. I actually get down and I feel weird when a lot of people is liking something. Like,
it's off. It's wild. Yeah.
Like, is that weird? But I love it when it's like,
underdog mentality.
I'm like, yeah, they ain't liking this. All right. So, yeah, it just was finding fuel for the fire. But it's like a lot of things. The 420 also comes from I wear glasses. So, 2020. I got 4 sets of eyes in a sense, but it's a lot of stuff, man. But a lot of people told me to change that name, bro, when I first started, because I really, like, when I first started, I did everything business first. I didn't even know how to work a camera before I got my LSC and business license.
That's dope.
I was like, I watch a lot of documentaries about people. I'm like, I ain't gonna let the business catch up to me later, man. Somebody buy my name from me or some shit, which I'm still working on that shit, waiting for a part to come in the mail. But I was like, nah, man, it ain't just a weed thing. That's why I don't really put none of that stuff on my. I don't promote that part. You won't see me smoking and stuff unless I'm in a legal state, because I don't really care to talk about that stuff. It's like a mind state. So once people get around me, they realize like, oh, this dude just. Okay, I get it. In a sense, they should get it because I put it out there. So it's just about being free. Try to thinking positive. Stand away from negativity, bro. Like, it ain't worth it. That's an energy that I don't want in my life. 'Cause I was in the military. I was around negative people I had to be around every day. Couldn't go anywhere. So I'm like, I have a choice now. I just push it away, you know what I'm saying? And it just...
So you're not in the military no more, though?
Hell no. I can't, not like this. No. I got out. I got medically discharged, man. My knees. So, I've been out for a while now, and I've been loving it, so, no.
I know in the beginning you was talking about equipment, right? So, like, kind of break that down. And I asked that question because with podcasting, I think Slim kind of the same. I used to try to watch people, like, before because I can't contact a Joe Button. Who am I?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I love when podcasters like have videos. I'm trying to see what they're using, like how they sound like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what equipment they're using, thinking that I need that same equipment, obviously, right? Yeah. I didn't get the same, obviously, but I got my sound where I need to go. But for you, like, what kind of equipment you think you needed versus what you got and what you end up using?
What I needed, I should have stayed with that Nikon, because I didn't know about exposure. I didn't know about white balance. I didn't know about shutter speed. I didn't know about ISO. I didn't know none of this stuff. So I should have stayed with the first camera I had in my hand until I learned those things. I kept trying to chase quality that I wasn't going to get from a camera that I didn't know the fundamentals of.
Question. Okay, I'm sorry. Quality. So I'm asking because I don't do camera. This is him. He do this. I don't know nothing about camera stuff. So you had a Nikon. Mm-hmm. Do you think you could have gotten the quality that you ended up knowing how to get just if you knew that camera better versus you spending money on a better camera, I guess?
No, that Nikon gave me the best footage I had for the first year of my filming. And I switched cameras 3 times because the Nikon was kind of simple. I took pictures on it, so I knew how to set it up for a good picture. So I was shooting in Cine D. I forgot to bring that this is why I made a turn for the worst of my filming career. I was shooting basically Cine D. So that kind of comes out the camera. It's almost like an iPhone video.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
It comes out the camera pretty clean. You don't got to color it. You can throw it in a computer. You probably can sharpen it.
Profile. People don't understand about those.
Oh, it's a profile. Yeah, Cine D. So it comes out clean already. It's like an iPhone video. I was like watching YC and all this stuff. Like, I want to shoot log. I'm ready for long color. Like I said, I don't know nothing about how to properly set a picture up in the camera before I even shoot it. So I want to go to log, which is one of the hardest things to shoot on in filming. So I went to it, and that's when I say my stuff was horrible for like a good year and a half, 2 years probably.
Explain to the people what log is. Like, what does it look like?
This is a flat profile. It has no color. It's mainly used for shooting movies. So a professional colorist can take the footage and manipulate it however he wants.
Okay.
It's more.
Everything is gray in the camera.
No filter. You gotta.
But it has more information in it. Yeah. So that's the most
more detail.
It has in it, but it has no color when it comes out of the camera. You have to add everything to it.
Gotcha.
But all the information is there. It's more information there than shooting another profile with some other profiles. So I was like, yeah, I can do this. Nah, that's one of the hardest things to do, really. So, yeah, I was messing stuff up for the longest, bro.
But did you know in current time you was messing it up, or just kind of like looking back now?
I did because I knew what I was trying to do. I knew what I was chasing, but I didn't know what it took to get there. I knew what I wanted to do, but I just didn't know what it took or why I was not getting there.
So how did people like react to the stuff you was giving them? Like, you do a video, but like you don't like it, but did they like it?
I mean, for the most part, some people came back. I don't know honestly, but my thing is that I don't think how can I explain it? I'm chasing something different as a creator. So every project I make, I want to be better than the last one I did. That's why I try to make everything different, look different, because I'm learning too also. So I think when I give a customer a product back, cause I usually be very asking what they want, send me references. So I try to hit what they ask for pretty much close as I can and the best of my ability. So for the most part, usually if they give me references or they tell me what they want, I think I did pretty decent. And like honestly, it's all subjective how stuff looks, bro. Like I see a lot of stuff that's not graded and it's flat on World Star all the time because I'm like, man, that's a high powered camera. Somebody didn't color it right. So, but it's like it's subjective, man. It could be dope because I watch Melendez now, another guy on YouTube, and his main thing is like, what is it? Like, what's good? What's bad? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're making it, so it's like I'm learning that too. So it's like, maybe this stuff wasn't bad. It just was a phase I was going through. I don't know, but I know I didn't like it.
Is it hard for you to watch videos now and not watch it as a videographer?
Oh man, that's
like can you watch a video and enjoy it, or you watching the video like trying to see like how they shot it, what they did to this? Like, how do you watch videos?
Yeah, that's how. Well, in a yes and no, because I understand what it takes to make a video now. Mm-hmm. So I don't get down when I see something super dope. I'm like, well, man, it's a whole crew there, full lighting. But I look at stuff for like what's new. Like that's why I try to get newer equipment, like what's popping or what's new. So like at one time the RGB lights was the shit. So I need to get some lights. So I got some lights. Just I watch it from that standpoint. But I'm like, everybody's making those videos, all those creators, all those directors, all those producers. Those guys, their minds are all different. So I want to be the next guy in one of those chairs. So I should be doing it my way. Mm-hmm. So honestly, to be real with you, I don't watch as much videos as I do. Stuff will be new, and I catch it 2 months later. I'm like, oh, that was dope as hell. Because I don't want to say tunnel vision. I don't know. Like artists say when they like making music, they don't really listen to a lot of music. Mm-hmm. I can get why they say that now.
You don't think about the idea or get like...
No, it's just like I be dibbling, dabbling, trying to make stuff on my own. And I'm already around so many creatives. So we already doing so much stuff creative. I feel like I just get enough influence just in real time. And I'm on a fly learner. But I watch videos. I don't want to say I don't. If something new pop out. But I'm not like I don't just spend hours and hours watching videos no more because I'd be like, I don't know, man. It's just.
I know you mentioned the doing 2-for-1 and stuff like that. And we kind of got off track with that, but like, at what point or how did you ever find out like, okay, well, this is what I'm gonna be worth, or this is what I'm gonna be worth for a video? Like, how did you ever find your worth once you stop doing a competition with pricing and stuff like that?
It's what you put out. It's like exhibiting your value out. Keep telling people. You know what I mean? Because I'm not a fan of that. Like, if you want somebody to believe in your value and you just keep telling them you're worth 500, all right, show them. When we're in the age of social media, you can content, you can show pictures, show them your value, show them working at a $500 equipment you want them to pay for. Work that shit. Get somebody to get some behind the scenes. I shot my own behind the scenes. I put a tripod up, whatever. Let them see you operating that equipment so they feel comfortable to pay you the money you're asking for that equipment. Just. A lady in Denver told me that. Matter of fact, Denver, once again.
I know, right?
We was there for 420. I was just passing out flyers and talking to people, and we stopped this lady.
Trip I want to talk about.
And we stopped the lady. We just stopped her, and I want to ask you a question for the camera. And just so happened, she was like a brand something for a big company. That's like her job was to put the brand out there. I was like, yo, it's crazy. I'm stopping you. And like Denver, she was a 420 vibe type person, so she was dope to talk to. She was just like, if you want people to know about what you're doing, make a dope video. You making a dope video. That's how she walked off. Just make a dope video if you making a dope video. That simple.
Is that where that vlog came from for that Denver trip?
I was shooting that. I was in the midst of shooting that. But that's what she was saying. Just shoot.
Did you get her on camera?
I didn't, bro. I got the footage. It's man. I got terabytes of stuff, so I could have my movie one day.
You said you had some kind of documentary.
I just put it together, man. Like so me being a self-taught, I just like to do everything. So I just want to see if I can do this. So that Denver trip, we was going to just, I felt like I was really a camera person that year. I was like, y'all want people to know who I am. Me get to know. So I made like these little bags and shit, just stuff to give out to people. I was going to sell it. I sold a couple, but the energy just was hitting me weird. Like, I don't want to sell these no more. I just started giving them out. I didn't even want to sell them. I was like, I don't know, man. Like, people was buying because they had everything you needed. They had weed, the papers, the lighter. So everybody was interested, grinders. They wanted it. But I was like, bro, I just want to give these away. So I just started giving them out to people. So that felt pretty cool, though. That was a good vibe. But just gave
Why do you do your vlogs just a minute on social media?
I have ADHD. So I figured, man, you start getting a little longer, people just fall off. And I figured people might not even catch the whole minute. They catch 15 seconds. But I try to make that whole minute kind of interesting. So they catch the first 15. They might want to go back and watch the whole thing. They catch the last. I just feel like, I don't know. I tried longer stuff. I just feel like people wasn't getting it. It wasn't sticking in. I don't know. 1 minute is cool because that's kind of like That's what social media is for, really. You get YouTube, they want to dig deeper into you. So watch me on Instagram.
I about to say you do the same thing.
I do like
somebody
little
taught
previews.
me that. I forgot what it was on YouTube.
I do previews. It's a minute.
A lot of clips. Like when we do our clips, I know like I always do long one. You do
his whole vlog is a minute on social media.
Oh, because I have ADHD. Oh, I forgot. It's a reason. So I taught because honestly, when I used to shoot stuff, I couldn't figure out a way to put it in a minute or get it shorter than 10 minutes. I was like, yo, it's too much stuff. So I put myself through a program. I'm like, yo, you got to make this stuff a minute. So I started finding ways to cut good pieces and just shrink it down. So it's kind of like it just became a thing.
That's an art too. People don't know.
That shit is hard, but I do it now because I got a little thing to film later. So I shoot recap videos now. So it becomes like a thing I can do now because I taught myself to do it for me. Like how to take. I used to have too much footage. Man, I was having like 30, 40 gigs of footage. I had to shrink it down to a minute. You know what I'm saying? Make it interesting. So it's kind of fun now though. I just do it now. So
before that Denver trip, like how important was branding to you?
Denver, important, man. So the people I didn't study other videographers for branding and marketing and all that. I studied rappers, and I'm from a little old area. I remember guys used to ride through the Astro vans, rapped and stuff. I'm like, so I'm from that mentality. I'm like, all right. So I didn't really study. Well, one videographer, the Marco dude in Atlanta.
Yeah, I know.
He goes hard, bro. So I watch him too, but I really watch how rappers promote and push themselves. They always got that name on. So when you in the elevator, you know who this guy is instantly. And then we can have a conversation now, like, this is what I do. You already know. So stuff like that. So I like watch the rappers, put up flyers and just have stuff that speak when you're not there. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't be all these places to keep telling you who I am. Just start putting up flyers, and if you go somewhere, just stick a sticker up somewhere, like in a bathroom, the oddest place ever. Somebody gonna look at it. So
yeah, the crazy thing about when you first started, literally everywhere I went, I seen your sticker. Like I'll tell you about this one day. I had a photo shoot downtown. I forgot what it's called over there where the James Brown statue is. And I'm taking my pictures, and I seen your sticker. I left there, went to Juicy Crab to eat, and your sticker was in the bathroom.
Yeah, no, I did. That's crazy. Guy just got those stickers. I put one in the bathroom. That's crazy. I think it probably had been there. The day you seen it, it probably hadn't been there that long, probably. But, man, I don't know. It got to speak for you when you ain't there. And then it just make people inquisitive and want to look you up. Because everybody's not going to buy what you do. Everybody's not going to want to buy it. That's cool. You just want to keep pushing it and keep filtering out the people who are interested in buying it. Because like the whole goal of like what I'm pushing in my business is keep finding people who are interested in buying what I'm producing. Like it's a never-ending journey. It's a whole lot of places I can go. It's a lot of places I can meet different people to be interested in that idea. So it's like, but I had to fall back and realize I had to get my quality and standard what I was doing to a certain level to make people want to just buy into that more. Cause I'm like, all right, I think it looks cool, but I know it's a standard of what's really cool. So that's why I kind of fell back off the promotion. You probably ain't seen me promote somewhere. I'm like, man, I got to get my quality up. Cause like those creators that I was watching, I'm like, stuff changes. I'm like, all right, I got to get back up again. So I felt like I was just slipping. I felt like I wasn't growing. I wasn't doing stuff different. So I just kind of fell back off the promotion, which...
What made you put the 420 on the chain? Was that part of your branding too?
Stop making less T-shirts, man. Cause I probably spent the same amount of money making T-shirts, so it's like I don't have to make a T-shirt now.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to change. I've been thinking for like 2 weeks. I want to change.
Oh yeah, he got me with it. The video that he posted too when he got the chain, I was like, "Hey, that's dope."
When you take picture a minute ago, I was like, I should have had a chain. I was doing it the whole time.
It's like a business thing. So I'm in the elevator now, so it's a better conversation piece now in the elevator with somebody. I'm like, so what do you do? They're going to probably ask.
So what do you do?
Yeah.
Oh, what does that mean?
Especially when you in hotels, like hotel lobbies, people love
from
that.
all over the world, all over the world too. You never we was just in Dallas a couple weeks back. So yeah, I didn't have a chain then, but yeah, you just meet people from all over just in that one place for a week or something. You don't know what they there for, so. Yeah, man, just stop making less shirts, bro.
That chain is hard. I ain't gonna lie.
It is.
I want one.
Oh, SB, man.
I seen it in the video.
SB upstairs, man, in the mall, man. I got it from my barber, KC, man. KC the barber, one of my mentors, man. He teach me a lot of stuff. And he got a chain. It's just not like a look at me. I understood why he had it when he had it, and he still got it. I just understood it why he's a business guy. It just, I don't know, man. It's advertisement. It's like having a billboard. I bought a billboard, and I can walk around with it.
We gotta get one, bro.
It's fine. It's a billboard, man.
Gotta get one.
And it ain't for no flashy stuff. I don't know. I ain't with all that flashy lifestyle stuff. Like I hardly ever wear it unless I'm going to do something, man. It's really for promotion, bro. Like I'm investing in myself. So now I'm appealing. I want to appeal to artists who they're investing in themselves too, so we can meet in the middle. So it's like
I'm glad you said that because that's why I'm asking every artist we have now from now on this question about investing in yourself, right? So I remember I was talking to somebody, and I was telling him me and him are starting. Now on his platform, it's kind of for mine. I pick who I want to have on podcast wise. Now where I'm at now, I'm able to pick, and we just go from there. Cause I gotta paint a picture I'm painting. He do the same thing. Now with this one is more business.
For
so
sure.
if like you're promoting something or you're investing in stuff, this is where you want to come because you're getting the best of both worlds. He got his thing he doing. I got my thing I'm doing. You know, we number one in our own areas, right?
For sure.
So one of the feedback I got was, I never pay for an interview, and that's fine. I don't get no issue with that. But I do feel like you being a videographer, I was talking to him about this last time. I said, you'll pay for a video that the song is 2-3 minutes, whatever, cool. But then something like this, which is pretty much an hour, which we've extended the time. We only said 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like they're going to get way more view on this than they can get in them vlogs or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this will make, me personally, I want to see that Denver trip now.
For sure.
I want to see it because you talk about
it's okay, man. I ain't want to big it up too much. I think it's dope, but it's cool. It's cool.
I know what it means to you, so it's gonna mean that much more to me watching it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it has meaning behind it. Yeah.
I think out of this thing, if anybody watch anything, it's gonna be the Nipper thing. That's what they're gonna watch.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But you like that's an investment you can't really. I can't put a price on that. You know what I'm saying? To make somebody go want to be more in tune with you or into you, whatever you're doing.
For sure.
So and that's why my only issue is I feel like artists level. So I was like, you pay for a video, but you won't do this. I
think anything that's recorded on the camera is worth investing because it's gonna last for a long time. So I think I'm not saying it because I make stuff on the camera, which is that's smart to say that, but I think anything that's recorded or I think that's worth investing in, bro, because that stuff lasts. And like me, I record, but I didn't want to record myself. And I know you guys have a platform market, y'all have listeners and stuff. I'm like, it's better, and it's an investment. You are investing. Like you waste money on stuff all day.
But you said like I think one of the most interesting things you said in the beginning too was when you went out to Denver, you shot a video and you shot a documentary, but you felt like the documentary was better.
Yeah, the video's trash.
And it's not wrong with the video because the song could be good. It's just the fact that it's certain things you're gonna capture in this type of style that you can't capture in the other type of style. You know what I'm saying?
I think it was me learning about myself. Like I shoot a lot of music videos because I love music, but I think ultimately as I keep growing and keep expanding and just working, I probably would branch away from music videos. Like I kind of would want to be almost like a travel documentary. I was
gonna ask you that. 'Cause I want to do documentary.
Yeah, like just travel. Yeah, but that's me getting to the process of learning my camera more and more and putting. See, I'm at the step now where I want to start telling stories with my work.
Yeah,
people have overstepped that.
That's what I like, though.
People overstepped that. Like I know y'all last me, I said something about Spud. Man, dude is crazy.
Spud is,
he can make something 5 seconds
bro,
and tell the whole story.
It tells the whole story. About having different mindsets. His mind is crazy. Like even his stories, I'd be like, how the hell did he do that?
Yeah, so it's like I want to get to the point in my journey where I can tell stories. So that's not easy as it sounds. Like you got to be able to convey what you're thinking on a picture and people understand it without asking questions. Like they get it. So I want to get to that point. So that's all the journey, man. I said this is a marathon, man. It's no stopping to this. But I do music videos because I generally love music. They're definitely not easier because that's the hardest thing to do, and it's the less paid thing to do in the whole big picture of filming.
What if somebody see this and they want to hire you for HVAC work?
I'm not doing it. I got
that's funny.
My old first song just hit me up yesterday about it. I'm like, I just do my house stuff. Keep my house running. It's just not.
You said that's dead.
Nah, and I never want to do side money on the AC stuff because I'm a personal business relation person, and it's like it's never gonna go right, bro. Because you're gonna get underpaid for what you're doing, and it's probably a bigger problem. So you just don't want to. I don't even get into it. So I kind of just stay away from any kind of, unless you're my friend. I can call you and tell you through the phone how to do it. I fixed a lot of my friends' AC through the phone because they're pretty handy themselves. I'd like just get on FaceTime, bro, and show it to me, but I'm not coming over there because it's just I don't know.
I'll bring my camera. We can shoot some.
It's simple stuff though. Most of the time with AC, you'd be amazed. It's really simple stuff.
No HVAC bookings, not for you.
No, I'm never fixing. I help my neighbors. That's about it. I'm not touching AC.
Bro, I had one more question. What's your favorite type of artist to work with?
Type of artist?
Is it somebody that's more creative and hands-on, or is it somebody that just wants you to do it?
So, people that do that, that's awesome, man. I like somebody that has something, because my mind only can cook up so much, man. And it's kind of geared to what 420 likes. So if you come to me and really don't have nothing, I'm kind of cooking up to what I like. So I generally ask people for references, what kind of plans, what ideas they got. And the more they give me back, I think the productions always come out better because we're hitting our marks more. I know you wanted this, and this. We're hitting it. When I usually go home and just shoot a bunch of shots and I got to go home and just put together, it's like, those would be the worst videos to send back for my emotions because I'm like, man, I hope he like it because he didn't tell me nothing, so I just made a cool video.
Are you talking about like those trap videos in front of the trap house jumping up and down with 20 people?
Oh, yeah, those are cool. Man, I call those the Chicago style videos. Those are cool. Exactly. Those are cool. If you done correctly, like for example, Joe does a couple of those here and there, and it's just the way you do it. They'll be dope. It's like if you light it correct, put the right elements, it's a dope video. So it's like, nah, it's not necessarily that style. It's like making it the best you can make it. You know what I'm saying? So if it's some on YouTube about K-pop videos and the changing where it's happening. So if you watch that documentary, you'll get that we're already behind over here in visuals. We're way behind. So
people big on effects now also, and I'm not. Really
that's because of time spent. I'm trying to get an effect list. I'm trying to get away from it because like one of the guys I watched up to, I would say his name Joe. He doesn't hardly use no effects, and like man,
I hate effects, bro.
I used to study that guy. I was like, yo, this dude's so cold, man. I ain't seen him. Ain't nobody slide across the screen yet. I ain't seen nobody pop nowhere. He's so cold. He's still cold to this day. I still watch a lot of Joe work. He just puts that time. I went with him on the shoot.
Slide across the screen.
Nah. He put. See, he kind of said it, and I studied up on it, and it's kind of somewhat true. Sometimes you do a lot of effects when you just don't have enough stuff.
Yeah.
I went with Joe on the shoot. That man shot for 12 hours, man. So I'm like, he got enough footage. That's why his stuff looks like a movie when he puts it out. He putting 10 to 12 hours sometimes on the shoot. So I'm like, that's a lot, bro. I can't even give you that much on the shoot. I might break it in 2 days, but I got a family at home. So, yeah, I seen that man work, and I seen how hard he worked. I was like, I got to go back to the drawing board on some things. Because I'm like, a lot of this stuff you can't do yourself no more. That man putting 12 hours on a side video, and he does this for a living. So I'm like, that's crazy.
I'm so happy to hear you say that about effects because I'm getting tired of watching these videos.
They have a place though.
The flashing, the sliding across the screen.
I do it because it's like
here and there, but don't just.
Sometimes you got to run the race, man. Sometimes you got to run the race. Sometimes, but in the back of my mind, I'm doing stuff on my own marathon too that I like perfecting that look. So. I mean, you gotta do stuff to run the race sometimes, man. I don't know.
So I always ask any videographer this question, and I don't know how you gonna answer it, but what do you have a conflict when an artist wants to shoot a video and the song is horrible?
Ooh, nah, I got over that the first month. It's all subjective. What I think is a bad song, somebody might love it. My job as the videographer is to make the hardest visuals for this song I can make, and make somebody buy into the belief that this is a dope song. So that's kind of like my thing. Honestly, the more I've been doing videos, there's no such thing as a dope song. Now it's a such thing as bad engineering, bad production, what the guy's saying on the song, I can care less, bro, because that's all suck. If the shit is mixed correct, if the levels are right, if the bass is hitting, that's what usually what I'm editing to anyway. So that's more important to me is what he's saying, bro. Like, so that's if you really artists, just get the songs mixed, go to the proper places, just spend your money on that. You can be fucking saying your ABCs, man. That shit don't matter. If that shit hitting and the level's right, I'm gonna listen, man, because don't nobody really, it ain't all that serious no more about all that.
All right, man. This was definitely dope. For the listeners or anybody watching, kind of give out your socials and how to get in contact with you, how they can book you. Not for no HVAC work, obviously.
No, we not doing that. Unless you're in an emergency, man. I listen to some things.
Nah, I feel like your energy so good. He don't want to say no. He's
yes,
like, I mean, if you have to, then no.
Yeah, man. That's a hard word, though. But that no is a
I think you might be the first, maybe one of the first guests. We haven't guessed that had good energy, though. But like, in the type of question we asking you, it's like everything was positive answers. You know what I'm saying? But it was genuine answers, too. He wasn't reaching and grabbing for like just to say it because the camera in front of him. Nah. For the minute he got in here, everything was positive.
You control that too.
I might start smoking that. I don't know.
Now people can know. You control that. You control, for the most part. Some people don't. But you control how you feel because you can feel. You can feel bad if you want to. You can be angry if you want to. You just gotta look at. Shit, that tree is green right there. You gotta find something to be happy about, bro. Cause I don't know, man. You could be down, bro. You could really be down if you want to.
That tree is green. The odds of him using that as an example is funny though.
Yeah, I'm looking right there. So it's like, it's on you, man. You get up every morning. You kind of can put that jacket on, man. So I just choose to put on a happy jacket, cause there's a lot of bullshit that come in the day to day, man. and I ain't focusing on that shit.
I don't blame you, man. That's what's up. So what's your IG and
book 420 visuals. That's everything. You just type in 420 visuals, you'll just find me anywhere.
I told you about that branding.
I try to make it all simple.
know, right?
Somebody had my name, so I couldn't use it on Instagram. So I just try to make it all the same. So book 420 visuals, and you just find me.
All right, man. This was dope, man. I like this.
Man.
I like this.
Oh, and my website, the Smoke Box too. That's how you can book me.
Dope website, by the way.
Yeah, I got merch and everything. I just ain't.
So it's just www.thesmokebox.com.
Yeah, I'm slacking on it, but you can book me. You can definitely set up a booking up there though for sure. But
Make sure y'all check that out, man. And we out.
All right.